live.
Okay, roll call please.
CJ Gadosek.
Here.
Mark Hammer.
Here.
Steve Miller.
Here.
Harold Rozak.
Here.
Tim Smith.
Here.
DJ Elwood.
Here.
Okay, I would like to go ahead and recognize our visitors. I'm going to do the minutes later. Go ahead and get them started. Christina, I'm going to recognize your visitors.
Yes, sir.
And Mark.
Mayor, council, I have with us today Environmental Design Group. We have Joshua Huffin and Jeff Carr. So they have presented for us the preliminary engineering report, the fourth packet in. Looks like this. For our sewer system. See that there? Sewer system PER project, Environmental Design Group number 25-005621P.
Okay, Mark,
Sir.
this is under water and sewer. You want to elaborate a little bit before these gentlemen take over
Yes.
and say what it's all about, please?
Yes, we're asking Christina, for council to approve Christina to go into contract with EDG. They are doing a feasibility study to evaluate what is better for the future growth of Doylestown, be it going through Gate Street or taking the going from the pump station down to down to the sewer plant. It says the scope is outlined. They have included, let's see here, sewer extension to serve property on the north and east between Silver Creek and Hametown Road, extending south down towards the water plant on Church Street, and area 2, the evaluation of the gravity sewer capacity along Gates Road to determine if there is potential to offload sewer from the Calaboon pump station. So with that, our guest is Jeff Carr.
Would you hope, can I make one statement, please?
Go right ahead, sir.
It's a two-phase statement, study. One is our main line that we always know sooner or later for Doylestown to continue. That's the Portage out Calaboon to Portage down the creek line. The second phase is Lockhart's property is hooked into the Calaboon pump station. It is not sufficient enough to hold all of Lockhart's plus our new development. So in water and sewer, we asked them if they would look at the sewer line on Gates to see if it would be sufficient size to hold the 134 houses plus 20 acres commercial. Because right now it comes off the backside of Crossroads, goes in, turns left into the Silver Creek development. All we'd have to do where it comes off of 585 is take it up to our first manhole on Gate Street. So that's why logically, if somebody buys Lockhart's tomorrow, we would be difficult to handle all that. So at least we're going to know if it's feasible, or if it is, that gives us some more years of getting the main line built also. So sorry, it's a two-phase study. Go ahead, sir.
He said it all.
Well,
You said it beautifully.
you're the engineer, so.
No, this, I guess, just again, a real quick introduction. Jeff Carr, Josh Fine. We've got, I don't know if you guys are familiar with EDG at all. We've got 5 different offices around Ohio, so we're kind of a little bit of everywhere. Josh is right up here in Akron. I'm in the Newark office. We've got staff in the Columbus office and Mason, which is our other one. So kind of got experience all around, but this all kind of started as we were trying to offload that Calaboon pump station and come up with ideas, and at the same time provide that trunk line going down the east side of Silver Creek, which would then be able to pick up all of that property that's going down through there. So that's kind of how it all started. And then, like the mayor said, as we got into there, we got discussing that, and I said, man, we may be able to hit Gate Street. So that's how it expanded out into looking at 2 different areas to offload some of that sewer. And then that way, that's a quicker fix. You can offload while you're still trying to find funding to go down the Silver Creek for the bigger trunk line. So it's an evaluation. What that does is that gets you guys a good, clear path of what those costs are. what it looks like on paper. And then from there, we can work with Christina and go through the process of trying to find funding, and all of those things. So everything I've been talking with the mayor and Christine about, and Josh, we've been having those discussions, is the key to getting this kind of funding is all about being ready to proceed, right? So we're trying to get you closer to that point of being able to say, we've got a study. We know what this is going to look like. We know what our costs are. And with that, I guess I'll see if you guys have any questions.
No,
What?
seems clear to me.
Questions or concerns? If not, it was Seth Linkley in the water and sewer meeting. Am I correct, Mark?
It is correct. So then we got an also, go ahead, Christina, that's the first, so there's another, we have another one.
You want to do the other one now too?
Yeah, you might as well.
Okay,
while we
so
have
then
one.
we have a second one, and that is just behind the first one. Looks
Yeah.
pretty much the same. And that one is for our tax increment financing for economic development services. And you'll see the scope there is to do an analysis of tax increment financing and set up that scope of that project as well. And you'll see those costs reflected on the back of page 2. And I think that pretty well covers it.
Okay. No, I guess I'll just add.
You kind of elaborate and
Elaborate, okay.
explain what it all is
Yeah,
and what
sure.
it entails, please, Jeff.
So as we went through this whole conversation about what the sewer project would look like, what those costs would end up being, and getting that feasibility study moving forward, our economic development guy was here as well, Gerard, that's who wrote this proposal. He happens to be on vacation right now down in Florida.
I imagine that.
But anyway, so he put this together because at the end of that conversation, we got to talking about like the funding, how we're going to go after that. And he started to, in his world, he was the mayor of Greene for 8 years or so. So he's got a lot of experience doing TIFs and other financing that villages and cities can do.
Creative
It's
finance.
very creative, right? And it's all about putting certain properties into this TIF so that you can start to funnel money back in to projects that you need to do. So what this proposal was to do was to sit down, was to talk with administration and leadership and go, all right, what do we want to do to try to create either a TIF or some other type of a funding stream that can also bring money in to where you can do not just this particular project, but infrastructure jobs or infrastructure projects, sorry. So that's what this is. He set it up as time and material. So if you guys have a meeting, right, you sit down and you talk this through, it's just time and material. So he just kind of put a placeholder in there. And then if you come to a concept, you're like, all right, we like that, let's move forward. That was what the phase 2 of that was, is to actually start implementing a TIF or that increment type funding. So this particular proposal is all about trying to find different avenues outside of the normal water and sewer funding that's out there.
So,
May I tag on? And that predominantly is scoped with the TIF, but we can look at other options. The TIF, just so everyone understands a little bit more about what a TIF is, it's tax increment financing. It's where you take a fraction of the internal, what you might call as internal funds. So that would be county, township, school districts, and you redirect that for that preliminary 30 years at the time in which the property is preliminarily assessed after build. And then you can reroute those funds or a fraction thereof because the incorporated municipality has the opportunity to do that. Then you can utilize those funds for your economic development and your infrastructure. So you'll use it on sewer, water, streets, etc.
and it can only be done in new developments. We can't go back to existing properties, existing housings and throw a TIF on it. So for example, what we have established in Doylestown at this time, we can't go back and hit a TIF, but any new development, like for example, one of the 52 houses that hasn't started, we could TIF that for the next 30 years, which will help us redirect monies to help our project, just like the project before, to help fund that. And so that we'd have money come in to help pay off those low interest loans, or if we, whatever we need. And if we would succeed in getting that paid off, then we could go towards the sewer plant rebuild or streets or things of that nature. So it's a very good tool that was brought to us for creative funding.
And it will result in the establishment of another chapter of zoning in our districts. And it does allow also for commercial as well.
Does anybody have any questions? You'd like to speak with Jeff?
So this would be a
Jason?
reallocation
I know it's a
of the taxes that are generated from the improvements of the properties, correct?
It's kind of like a deferment, but yet it comes to you guys.
So we're not creating a new tax, we're just
Right.
rerouting pre-existing taxes that will begin to be collected upon
So when they
assessment
build the homes, the
Yes, you
improvements
are
that were
correct.
made on the property,
from your original
they
statement,
get,
yes.
they get reallocated. The current tax rates get reallocated towards the utility project.
Yes, sir.
It then funnels into, you can either create its own account, if you will, so that you can kind of manage that and say, okay, we want to allocate this to here, allocate that to there. But yeah, it's a creative way to bring in additional dollars that you weren't otherwise going to get. It's, it would then be directed out to whatever project.
And it is a very common tool used by municipalities.
Who normally has to or sign on to that? Is it the school district and everyone? They all have to sign on to that?
It doesn't affect the school district, as I've been told. It usually affects everything else, so they're not usually in opposition to these. And I'll have to be honest, Gerard is the master of those. Like I said, he wasn't able to be here
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, that's a correct, but yeah, there is a negotiation between the school tax. So
Okay.
we do,
Yeah.
we do get to go in and tell them that, basically, we tell them what we want to give them, and then we negotiate. So we get to tell them what we're going to give of that piece. We could, so that's the
Negotiate.
negotiation part of it. And that's where we'll have to go to school, and they get whatever we do, but the money will be deferred, whatever that percentage is, the rest of it will be deferred to our things. And that's per Gerard. He
Yeah.
went extensively and told me how.
Yeah,
that
he
worked.
would, yes, he had lots of conversations on that. Sorry, I can't answer all
Oh,
of
that's
those
fine. No,
details.
I didn't want you to speak out your hands.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Questions?
You want to do, Mayor?
Are you making a motion that we enter into this?
You wanna
That
do
will
that
be
now, or you
under
wanna wait?
Administrator, sir, when I ask for that. motion.
Well, what we're gonna do, we're gonna change that, because the format's gonna be from now on is, it comes out of whatever department, safety, PPF or stuff. They will do it, then they'll look it to you, and if they have any questions, you can go ahead and do that. That way, we're transparent. If people are listening to it and I say it's water and sewer, they're gonna know who's on that committee and go from there.
Yes, sir.
So, but tonight we have it under you, so
Yes.
we'll wait, okay? Any other comments from our two gentlemen? Okay,
Thanks, Jeff.
thank you.
Yes. Jeffrey.
Okay, a motion to approve council minutes from February the 4th.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
We have CJ, GJ, DJ. If no questions, roll call, please.
CJ Godosik,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood,
Yes.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Okay, a motion to pay PO4.
I'll make that motion.
DJ,
A second.
we have Harold. Any questions? If not, roll call.
DJ Youngblood,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
CJ Godosik,
Yes.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Okay, everybody received the January 4th fiscal report. Could I have a motion to approve it?
So
We have
Second.
Mark and this is CJ?
Yeah.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mark Hammer,
yes.
CJ Godosik,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
Okay, we have ordinance 2026-07, third reading.
Ordinance 2026-07, an ordinance to amend chapter 145 Shade Tree Commission, section 146.06, permit to plant in Title V of the Administrative Code, third reading.
Could I have a motion to pass, please?
Make a motion to pass.
I'll second.
We have Harold and Mark.
Yes.
If there's discussion, open. None. Roll call, please.
Harold
Steve,
Ro-
did you have anything? Okay. Sorry.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
CJ Godosik,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
We have ordinance 2026-09, first reading.
Ordinance 2026-09, an ordinance amending the 2026 appropriation ordinance 2026-08 passed February 4th, 2026.
Can we have a motion to have the second, third by title only?
I'll make that.
We have Mark,
Second.
we have DJ. Roll call.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood,
Yes.
CJ Godosik,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Tim Smith.
Yes.
Second reading ordinance 2026-09, an ordinance amending the 2026 appropriation ordinance 2026-08 passed February 4th, 2026. Third reading ordinance 2026-09, an ordinance amending the 2026 appropriation ordinance 2026-08 passed February 4th, 2026.
Motion to pass.
So moved.
Mark,
Second.
CJ. Any other questions or concerns?
What are the three different funds? What was the reason for the increases?
All right, so the general fund, we have, in your packet that Christina gave you, that's reappropriating for Joe Moyne, because that money was not in our sites before. And the beautification fund, was missed with the additional 2,000, so 2,000 of the general fund is transferred to the beautification fund because that doesn't receive any revenue. So those two are that. And the sewer operating fund is the contracts that we just discussed with EDG.
Any other questions, concerns? Could you have roll call, please?
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
CJ Godosik,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
Okay, we have resolution 2026-10, recognizing the Cyberlane House as a historical structure in the village of Doylestown.
Resolution 2026-10, a resolution recognizing the Cyberling House as a historic structure within the village of Doylestown, Ohio.
Could I have a motion to
I'll make a
pass it?
motion.
You give you a second to read it.
I'll make a motion.
We have Mark,
Second.
we have Harold. No questions or concerns? We'll have roll call, please.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
CJ Godosik,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
Anything else, Doug?
No.
Okay, at the, it's actually the whole thing is just underneath the mayor. At the last PPF meeting, we had a motion to reintroduce the Economic Development Committee. So I'd like to have permission from council to do that. And we have a chairperson, which will be Harold. And then between the administrator, myself, and the chair of that committee, will come up with the committee members' names, then come back to council and ask for approval.
I'll make that motion.
So motion to just approve having an Economic and Development Committee split out from PPF.
I said I make that motion.
Okay, Mark
I'll second that.
and DJ. Thank you.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood,
Yes.
CJ Godosik,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Tim Smith.
Solicitor,
Nothing to report.
Did you do you didn't do permissive tax, but that's all right.
didn't do what?
No, I gave you the permissive tax that you didn't bring.
No, I do that next month. Yeah. And that's nothing. Cemetery Board, you're still working on getting the project information. Christina's working with Engineering Associates to go ahead and finalize the footprint for the chapel, the crematorium boxes, plus the road. So hopefully in 2 weeks, we should have something.
Yes, sir, they're discussing, the engineer and the crematorium are discussing to affirm that those sizes of the
Footer.
footer or foundation are appropriate.
Thank you.
Yes.
School board, nobody, nothing. Harold, trustees.
Trustees, just a few notes. Fire department did 100 calls, 12% of them were simultaneously. They actually have 6 full-time officers and 31 part-time officers. The sheriff's department worked 233 hours, 146 calls for service, 50 stops, 15 tickets. And the streets department has used 200 tons of salt this year. And then they also agreed to be a co-sponsor again this year for our
Recreation.
our summer recreation. And that is everything.
Thank you. Kristen, records, please.
No report.
Okay. Mark, back to you with water and sewer, please, if you have anything else.
No, we had a meeting tonight on just miscellaneous fee structures on mailers, and our next meeting is going to be April 23rd at 4.
Okay, thank you. Harold, park board, please.
Parks, our next meeting, March 9th at 6 p.m. We have our fundraising signs for Memorial Park. One of them is up today. It's right over by the garage facing Portage. The other one's going to be put out here by the cannon facing the Four Corners. And then our informational boxes have come in, and they're going to be mounting one of those over by the coffee house, and the other one will be mounted at the park by the restrooms.
Anything else?
And that's it.
Planning, please.
Yes, Planning Commission made a motion to move forward to create a new zoning for the historical downtown. With that being said, there's going to be a new chapter in the book, and Christina supplied you with the chapter and a map. What I want to make a motion for is to move forward so we can get a public hearing to have the community come in and discuss this, and then after that, we'll have a motion to pass that. Also, with that being said, during that process, the mayor and administrator will begin identifying a historical district committee. Members in the community are going to be asked to, if they want to participate, to contact the administrator and show their interest. And depending on the amount of people we have coming in and what the criteria is, then the mayor and administrator will appoint that committee. And by the time in 45 days, when we have the motion for the downtown, maybe we'll have a historical commission ready by then.
Because council, once we come up with the committee after interviewing people and getting all the correct criteria, then council will approve that body. It still has to be approved by the council. The historical side committee part, Mark. Am I not right?
Yes, that's correct. So I need a motion I make a motion so we move forward for the zoning change according to the zoning information to Christina and the map.
I'll second.
Who seconded?
I did.
Okay, we have Mark and Harold. Any questions? And all we are establishing is we went back to where we were 4 years ago, the downtown area.
Yep.
is the footprint. So
Yeah,
just so
eventually,
everybody,
people will be able to, if they want,
downtown.
once this is established, there will be, people can apply to opt into the program so they can take advantage of grants for theirs. And if after a while, if they don't think it works for them, they do have the option to opt out for going to the planning committee. But that's what we're looking at here in the future.
So the Serbling house is not technically in the historic.
No,
district.
no, but tonight,
I-
I recognize that with the ordinance, they're able to go after their grants, correct?
Okay.
And then once this gets established in the next 45 days, and then you guys will be able to opt in if you, so of course, you probably more likely will, so.
And if you are in the red area now,
I'll ask.
you have the option of opting out.
It's an opt-in, opt-out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, right now, it's a historical, right now, anybody's in there, it's just a zoning map. So there's no criteria. It depends on the historical board, what they decide to do. And if the historical board comes up and says they want to do X, Y, and Z, then they have the option to opt out.
Yeah, they'll have the option.
Now,
But that's after the historical committee is created.
Correct.
question to the chairperson.
Yes, sir.
We are basically establishing the downtown footprint. Do we have to have a public hearing on the footprint?
Yes, because it's because it's because it's a zoning change. It's a district
Okay,
change.
so we need
Chapter in your
to,
zoning code.
we'll need, I didn't feel like reading it. So what we'll need to do is, council will establish this zone. We will send the information out to
To the
the
community.
news medium or however we're gonna get it out.
That's correct.
So people are aware of the public hearing. So how we have to set a date.
Well, that all depends on what dates the media can get in. Once that date is set, then we'll know a date for the meeting.
Okay, so I have a question basically, because I want to make sure that we try to push all this stuff right before council and stuff. This could be a lengthy public hearing.
No, we don't have to do it during council. We can
Yeah,
pick a date,
I'm
but
just-
it all
my-
depends on when it gets posted in the paper 30
Yeah.
days after
Well, that was my suggestion is, don't try to do it on a
council.
council night, because we found out the last time it was,
2 months.
quite a few people showed up.
That's right. No, we'll pick an alternative night, and depending on what date that is after the 30 days. then
Okay.
We'll pick a day that works for everybody.
So basically, it goes back to Kristen because she puts it in the paper. She will let you know.
Well, next
What
council meeting we'll know.
Okay, I just didn't know if you wanted to know.
So do you
before.
want me to put it in the paper before the next council meeting so it starts the 30 days or?
Yeah, and then if we can get it in before next council meeting, and
Okay.
then it starts at 30 days, and then we can determine the date. It does, I
I'm
mean, that would be
thinking it's,
exactly.
It's
I'm
got another
thinking it's
date,
gonna be
right?
able to be in the paper by
was
the week of the 23rd.
If she's got to put it on the paper, she needs to know the date, right?
No, she puts it in the paper, whenever date she puts it in the paper, and it's 30 days after that, and then we just.
But I have to
whatever
have the date of the public hearing in the newspaper. So we have to set the public hearing date. So
Well,
anytime, so I'm gonna
date-
try,
When can we get it in?
well, I'm gonna try tomorrow, as long as I have all the verbiage that needs to go in. And I'll set it for next week, a date. So,
So if we say, let's just say the 25th, which is next Wednesday, that's a week. Then
Right.
we could say somewhere like the 26th, 27th, or 30th, or 31st would be, so we got a week to do that, so we can put a date. So if people, everybody checks their number for like Thursday the 26th, or Tuesday the 31st.
are you talking about,
March.
Week of
March.
March
March, yes,
23rd.
yeah, March.
Week of March 23rd.
If you do March 30th, the fifth Monday.
Yeah, because the 25th will give us 30 days if she gets it in the 25th of this month.
Yeah, if you do, that's a fair point, Harold. If you
Yeah.
do the week of, the fifth week of March, that's a fifth week, so people will be open. So you should, the week
Yeah, the
of,
week of the 23rd, right?
Do the 30th.
Croak.
yeah, March
or the
30th,
third-
the week of March.
30th or
30th, we'll have a council
31st
meeting
is
on the
Monday or
first.
Tuesday?
We have council meeting on the 1st,
No, we have council on the 4th because that's a fifth
April
week.
1st.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. You are correct.
I'm available March 30th.
As am I.
March 30th.
Okay.
I mean, it's Monday the 30th.
Yeah, those sounds like it.
What time?
CJ, Steve,
The
What time?
30th?
Yeah.
What time?
that's a Monday. It'll probably be at 7:00. or
7
something.
o'clock.
7
That gives
p.m.
people time to come home, eat supper, come up to the public hearing.
Sure.
Are we actually, sounds like there's a possible motion. Are we actually establishing the final district then tonight?
No. That's what the public hearing is for.
I don't think we needed a motion for anything.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't. To set the
So it's just
Set the
to,
date.
to set another public hearing for the
Yeah,
district.
we came up with a map.
Okay.
We'll put this to show it to the public, what the map looks like. And then
And the code.
citizens can have their voices heard on just the map. And if that goes, then we'll proceed on with everything else.
So if that goes well, everybody's happy with it, then that following Wednesday, the ordinance will be presented to council and you can vote accordingly.
And to
We'll
tag
just
on to that,
establish tonight where we want it. After the public hearing, then you guys will finalize that.
to tag on to that, all the code language that accompanies this map is solely for the purpose of A, establishing the map, and B, establishing the opportunity for people to opt in and out. It also sets some definitions for you.
Well, the definitions won't be ready for the public hearing. That'll be after we get
That'll
our.
be-
No,
the
oh, I
historical-
just
that's
mean
for
it
the historical.
defines like what historical district means and pioneer and things like that. It doesn't
Well, this is just a
Provide
zoning,
for
this
any
is just a zoning
design.
change.
regulation.
Yeah,
Right, it's just a zoning district you're establishing.
That's correct. At this time, yes.
Yeah.
You're establishing it, but it's not voted on.
So after the public hearing. So, I mean, motion,
Yep, you got the motion. Mark Hammer,
yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
CJ Godosik,
Yes.
Steve Miller,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
And our next meeting is going to be March 12th at 7.
DJ, please, personnel property. and
Our
finance.
next meeting will be March 12th at 6. It's usually 6:30.
Yes, sir.
Well, we can adjust to see how full the agenda is.
Sorry, I mean, it was probably my fault.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah,
That gives
It's-
us an hour.
it's
we
getting
can
to the
eliminate-
point where we need the whole hour.
Yeah.
But we'll see what the agenda looks like and maybe able to adjust.
Okay, thank you.
Call an audible.
Yes, audible. Omaha.
Tim, please, safety.
No, nothing to report tonight. The next meeting will be March 18th, 6 o'clock. police station.
Okay. Steve, shade tree, please.
Nothing to report tonight. As I mentioned though, at the last meeting, the next meeting will actually be April 6th at 6 PM because there will be no meeting in the month of March.
Thank you. Streets, please, CJ.
Nothing to report. Next meeting, March 4th, 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Here.
Village Hall, okay. Okay, we're down to the administrator, please. As I said, if you would, from now on, we'll put it under the committee that go, then you can elaborate on everything that you have to do. Thank you.
Request motion to vacate the public alley located between Huffman and East Clinton, which terminates at Huffman on its western end, and to proceed with the statutory process for vacation pursuant to ORC 723.04 and the applicable village ordinance.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
We got DJ and Mark.
Thank you.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
Mark Hammer.
Yes.
CJ Godosik.
Yes.
Steve Miller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Tim Smith.
Yeah.
Now, you can tell them the public hearing is.
Yes, the public hearing. So for this one,
April 1st.
we have left it as TBD, so we need to know. Same deal, if you're doing it tonight, you might want to do it around the 30th of March. That's a Monday.
That's what we just set up.
I'm not gonna have two public
I
hearings.
said around.
Okay.
We could piggyback
And I'm
that
not working on Fridays.
Yeah.
That one's not.
Yeah, that's,
Anyway, one's
That's
going
a
to
short one.
probably go quick.
Yeah,
It'll
those,
go quick.
Those don't.
Well,
I
it's
just go-
still 6 o'clock.
yeah.
Six
Why
o'clock.
don't we just do 6
6
o'clock
o'clock?
before council?
Before council.
Yeah,
On
the first.
the
April
first.
1st.
April 1st.
is 6 o'clock maybe too early for that?
No.
6:30, 6:45.
Well, here's the thing. If we do 6:30, that's a half hour.
Yeah,
If it runs over 5 minutes, so council starts late.
okay.
Well, the last Valley vacate, we had a lot of people and it lasted an hour.
How big was it? Which alley was it?
Well, it was church
That's why I said
and
6.
high and,
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
We had basically High Street, Jackson Street, part of, off of, on Church Street itself, the alleyway behind that. So, whatever.
What's the difference at 6:15? You're not sure.
Just
I
do
just-
6.
6 o'clock. Can council all make it 6?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, they agree.
Her second thing is she's doing.
Okay.
you
It's
good with
April
that?
1st.
6 p.m. No vote. Okay. Village administrators, AMPO, Aggregate Energy, requesting a motion to authorize the village administrator to contract with Dynegy Energy Services, Inc., LLC for aggregate energy.
We've been doing with that aggregate for years. The only thing that's changed was the name, conglomerate of cities and villages that are in it. Christina next year, we're probably gonna, well, she has some time. She's gonna look into different aggregates to see what they possibly offer. It's best for us this year to go ahead and stay with the company we have due to the short notice.
Oh, no, I did do a full review. We used Palmer. Thank you, sir.
So we're changing aggregates.
No.
We're staying.
Okay, staying. That's why I
Yes, sir.
said,
Well,
this year we're gonna stay. Next year, you're going, whenever it's up again, you're gonna start early enough to review to see if possibly other areas, like you said, you want to look at the county, see what they do and stuff like that.
So Palmer Energy comes through the state and they're one of a few that do the full analytics for us, and they have done that. They even look at your the projections for the marketplace into the future, and they have come back. They bid out to 5. They came back. 3 of them did respond to that bid process for us. Palmer does it on our behest. And these are the numbers that have come back. The marketplace right now is sitting at 10.5. They will only ever recommend we go with another one if they can find aggregate for lower than the current averages on the marketplace, which is for aggregation, which is what they've done this time. And it does come back, yes, only a penny or 2 or 3 lower, depending on who you're looking at. So we did do a full analysis, and they project that it'll be about 2 years where everyone will be living with this 40% uptick. And yes, it is a 40% uptick, as we're currently paying 7.25%. And you see that these numbers go as low as 10.3. So I'm recommending that you motion to permit me to go under contract, and I'll be seeking the 2-year duration.
So do they believe the rates will go down after the second year? Is that
So
what you're saying?
what'll happen is, once you permit me, I go in and tell them that I've been authorized, and then we have to go and reassess the current market rates, and then we'll sign at that rate on that date, because we rerun the contracts. And then they're projecting, because they do all of these analytics back and forward, that we're gonna be looking at 10.2 from Dynegy, 10.3 from Direct, and 10.4 from Constellation at the 24-month. I'm sorry, 10.3, 10.4, and 10.6 for the 24-month duration.
I guess that was my question. So for the 36 month, they're expecting after the 24 month that the rate would be better if we go back in 2 years?
They're projecting for 36 months, the rate will continue to rise. But as you go further out, your analytics become less and less reliable, because you can only see so far in. However, that's not a constraint of Palmer, that's a constraint of all of the state aggregate assessment pool or systems, if you will.
Yeah, I just wondered, I don't think any of the rates are great. But at the same time, I just wondered, I was like, they're talking at, what is it? 1/10 of a penny difference, I think, between the 24 and the 36. I just wondered if they had some sort of reasoning as to why they wouldn't recommend 36 if they're locking in for 24.
I think that is the concern, is that the further you look out, the less and less likely you are to be accurate. However, they do the full breadth and depth workup just like everyone else to look at those analytics, and you're just less likely to be accurate the further out you look, which is why I think they always will recommend probably that at that medium.
plus you have to remember that this is an you can, like, if
You can opt out.
magically the rates dropped and you were in this as a resident, you could get out of it without any costs and find a lower rate at any time.
Oh, I'm aware.
So this is, you know,
You're not locked into this with any penalties.
right.
But
Do you know-
it's
To the
our
village.
due diligence. It's
It's
our
an
due
opt-out,
diligence.
it's an opt-out free.
Right.
There's
But
no
it's
cost.
There's no
our due
termination
diligence
charge.
to
I'm aware.
secure-
Nothing at all.
I'm aware.
It is our due diligence to secure the best rates for the whole of the village, which means we shouldn't lock ourselves in to the longest duration, in my opinion.
So who do I have a motion to go ahead and allow her to do that?
I'll make that motion.
We have DJ,
I'll second it.
we have Mark,
DJ Youngblood,
Yes.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
CJ Godosick,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Tim Smith.
Yes.
Thank you. And I request a motion to authorize village administrator to contract with environmental. Oh, yes, request a motion to authorize village administrator to contract with environmental design group for a sewer system preliminary engineering report. And
I make
was
that.
it.
I make that motion.
we have
Second.
Mark. Who
Second.
seconded?
DJ.
DJ.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood,
Yes.
CJ Godosick,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Tim Smith.
Thank you. I request a motion to authorize the village administrator to contract with environmental design group for tax increment financing funding.
I make that motion.
We have Mark,
I'll second.
we have Tim,
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
CJ Godosick,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, this document. Requesting a motion to contract with Joe Moy to survey our 585 properties. And so you'll see here, I have the full reports here with all of the maps and everything, if you are interested.
would you just give the cost, please?
But the total cost is $12,500, if I remember, yes, $12,500. That'll include for the first survey and the second.
I make that motion.
Second.
We have Mark and CJ.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
CJ Godosick,
Yes.
Steve Mueller,
Yes.
Harold Rozak,
Yes.
Tim Smith,
Yes.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
Thank you. And I request a motion for the village administrator to go under contract for Silverwood's lighting plan with First Energy Inc.
I'll make a motion.
Second? Who seconded?
I'll second it.
Okay, Mark, well,
This is all cost that goes to the developer contractor, right?
yeah,
Yes,
the-
sir.
the contractor pays for
But we need to
everything.
authorize
And we
it,
have,
sir.
we have a bond that will cover that.
Right.
We basically authorize, because Edison, after contractor pays for everything, then once we accept the project, we pay for the electric bill.
DJ Youngblood.
Yes.
Mark Hammer,
Yes.
CJ Godosick,
Yes.
Steve Mueller.
Yes.
Harold Rozak, Tim Smith.
Yes.
What else do you have, Christina?
Nothing, sir, thank you.
Earl? Anything?
I'm just here to thank council for approving the resolution on the Cyberling House. That was one of the two missing pieces that we still need to apply to the state. I picked up the $10,000 worth of architectural drawings yesterday. And we've already got the engineering drawings, so all we need now is our cost estimate, which is in process, and this resolution, and we're ready to go.
Good luck
Thank-
getting your grant.
I'd like to go ahead and, from myself and council, thank the Historical District, Rhodes Hollow, purchasing the house and now having time and getting funds available to go ahead and make it a nice museum for the village of Doylestown.
The grant, by the way, is gonna be between $400,000 and $500,000.
Awesome.
Thank you. No disrespect, but I keep forgetting your first name.
Me?
Yes,
Sarah.
Sarah, you have anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you all were talking, I think it was Mark talking about moving forward with the map. I didn't quite hear what you said, or maybe it was Harold. If you are inside the map, so if a business is inside the red line, they can opt out? Is that what
That's,
you can
once,
opt out?
once the historical, this is a zoning map. So right now, the zoning
Yeah.
map's gonna be, once the historical committee or whatever it's gonna be called, then they design it, and they put the criteria out there, then they can opt out then. They can't opt out of the zoning area, but they can opt out of the program.
So that would be any extra guidelines or restrictions?
That's correct.
Okay. And then you also said that the new chapter is in the book.
For zoning. No, it has not yet, not in the book yet.
What
it's-
is the book?
Our codes and ordinances.
On-
book is this. It would be something like this.
It would be our codified
Right, he's,
ordinances.
the law director has it right
Go
there.
to our website, it's on our, yes, it's on our website.
Okay, yeah, I've looked, okay. Okay, I just wanted to know what that was. That's it.
Anything else? Okay.
I go,
Okay. Gentlemen, you have anything else that you want to add? Council, please.
yeah, Performing Arts, Vicky, finally got, this is gonna be our, concert t-shirts available. And it's gonna be all of our, advertising and signs, all that stuff. And she got this done after about 4 weeks and a lot of yelling, so.
Anything else in council? If not,
I was just gonna say, we've already, from the letters we sent out, we already have gotten $2,500 in for contributions.
That's awesome.
okay, could I have a motion to adjourn?
I will make that motion.
Okay, DJ, all in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned. I wasn't. I kept looking at
No,
that.
I like to.